Today I'm going to be giving you a closer look at this digital voice recorder. So as you can see, this is a really small device. It's convenient for using, so you've got one button pressing for recording. It's convenient for using if you're a student and you want to take it in and record things for class rather than taking notes, so you can get more detailed notes later. If you're working, in different groups, musical groups or something, and you want to record something so you can go back and practice it later. It's convenient for a lot of different things like that. For work purposes, you could take it into meetings to record things for note taking and things like that. I also, for me, I like to record, I use a lot of positive affirmations in my life, and so I like to record different affirmations and then transfer them and store them for later and things, so I can play back different affirmations. You can play back from this device, so that's mainly what I use this for. And any other meetings that I need to take notes or something, this is handy also. You can play back directly from this device, and it also comes with headphones, so there is a headphone jack up here that you can use, and a line-in jack as well. So it comes with these headphones and the standard headphone jack, and it also comes with your charger for the device. Okay, so it's USB, and then this thicker one here on the end that plugs in. You plug it in right there. So I'm just going to be showing you today some of the basic features, how to get around, what's on here. So there is a user manual, which I'll show you, which pretty much tells you what you need to know. The formatting is just, if you're one that for technical writing you do better with bulleted lists of instructions how to do things, this is kind of more like reading format. So with the inserted buttons there. So for me, that's a little bit off-putting as far as trying to find something quickly and get around. But in just looking, all the information that you really need is there. So in just looking at a couple of them, once I figured out, okay, what's the basic buttons that you use for starting something, backing out, moving through here, then I could be able to just pick it up and go through and figure things out myself once I got the basic idea. So, but if you have questions, if you're not sure how to get something, it is there in the manual. It's just as far as for me in particular, what's comfortable for me to read through. It's not the most user-friendly as far as giving you lists and a place to find everything. But if you do read through it, you can find the information that you need. Okay, so now let's just show you some of these buttons on here. Okay, so here on the back, you have your deco overlay right there. This is your volume button, and it does say, my camera is having trouble focusing here. There we go. So it does say back here what these are, like your lock, your up, down, your volume, your on and off. Okay, so you have your volume button over here. On the other side, you've got your up and down. So to set that volume, which I'll show you in a minute, you'll hit that first and then up and down, and that will help you to scroll and go through things. If you're playing music, you're playing things back, you can move it to lock it in place. So no matter what button is pushed, it continues playing, and you can just turn that off. It's just in case you accidentally bump something. You've got your hard power off switch here. Okay, and then there is a way to soft power on and off, which I'll show you as well. You have your screen right here. It is a color screen. So in addition for this being used as a recording device, you can also use as an MP3 player or a USB stick as well. You've got a dual mic on this, dual core stereo noise reduction, clear, and so it makes some clear audio recordings. So it is a good recording device. And it also has 8 gigs of memory, which is nice. And it's a nice small size, so it is portable to take around with you. Here is your recording button right there. Nice large size and easy and convenient for you to locate. You also have your menu button up top and your play pause button, which these two buttons are going to be, and along with this scrolling button, are going to be used for you to do various controls and to move about the most on this. Right here is your speaker, as well as your deco overlay. And then up top, you have your line-in port and your earphone jack. So let's get started. I'll show you the basic features and how to power this on. Now there is a hard power on switch here. There's also a soft power on and off, which I'll show you as well. Okay, so flip that switch to turn it on when it's completely off. and it loads up pretty quickly here. Now I'll show you the soft power off. You use this play pause button that you will hold in. So it is recommended that you soft power it off first and then hit that switch when you know it's going to be off for a long period of time. Otherwise, you can turn it off and be able to come back to it and turn it on. It will also like do a screensaver where it kind of automatically turns off, but you can come back to it quickly. So here's the soft power off. You'll hold this in. It goes 1, 2, 3. And then it says bye and will power off. Okay, from there you can go ahead and hard power it off if you want to, or you can just leave it on that on mode so that you can quickly power back on. Oh, I'm sorry, you have to hold this in to power back on. Okay, and there you are. Now let's do a demonstration recording. So I'll go ahead and push this record button, and that's all you need to do. If you're playing music and you want to make a recording, just hit that pause button and then go ahead and hit the record button. Otherwise, you just press this. Now it does say please wait for a couple of seconds, and I've tried this in various times. Sometimes it comes on more quickly and starts recording. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. So here I am recording here, but if you're wanting something that you can very quickly press and start to record right away, I've noticed that with some recordings, there is some lag time before it starts. Okay, and you hit that record button to pause here, and then when you press it again, you can pick right up again on your recording. I'll go ahead and pause. When you want to save that, go ahead and press the menu button and it will save. So here's my list of recordings. Now I can use the scroll button to go up and down and choose one. If I want to play it back, I'll just go here and hit play. Sometimes it comes on more quickly and starts recording. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. So here I am recording here. Okay, and I'll go ahead and pause. So that was my recording. Let's try another one right here. Okay, so that one took longer to a little bit shorter to come on. Here I am recording again. And I'll pause it and I'll hit menu to save it. Okay, so let's play that one back. Okay, so that one took longer to a little bit shorter to come on. Here I am recording again. Okay, so, and the way that I've got it set up right now, which is in the default, is that it will play through all of your recordings. So as you could hear, it went on to a different recording, the first one on my list. So it'll just play through your whole list of recordings. So if I go back to menu here, here's my list of recordings, and it'll just cycle through and play and continue to play until you hit pause if you've got it on play mode. So I've noticed that the first recording takes a little bit longer to come on, but after that, when you press that record button, the please wait just gets shorter, and then there you are recording again. Okay, so let's go ahead and save that. So let's show you some of the different settings. Here you've got okay, so sometimes it goes back and forth when you hit the menu and when you hit the play pause. So you've got your recordings library, so I could select that and I'll go back in and show my various recordings. And you can also scroll down here through your recording settings, and here's where you'll go through and adjust the recording settings, okay? I haven't worked in that too much because I'm just really keeping it simple. When you're here in the recordings, you can use this up and down button to go to your various things here. So you've got your auto record, so you can actually set a timer of when you want to record and when you want to stop. It's got an alarm mode there as well. Your main settings where you can go in and change things. You can just go in here and hit the last played, and then you've got your music right here and back to recordings. When you want to adjust the volume, hit the volume button, which is over here, and then when you hit up and down, you can control that volume, and then just hit it again to turn it off. Otherwise, these will work as scrolling buttons, so you will need to use that there. Okay, so let's go into the music. You can also use this as an MP3 player, and I think it's on the other side. Okay, so we'll go in here. So you've got your different settings here: all songs, artists, albums, genres, playlists, create a playlist, etc. So there is, let's see, there's one track that's on here that it comes with, and it is Come On Over by Christina Aguilera, a rather old song. Interesting that that's the one that comes on here. Okay, so you can play that and have the sound come out of your device, or you can put in your headphones. Okay, and then you can just back out to come right back here. I'll show you one more thing with this that wasn't just too common sense to figure out, and that's how to delete your recordings. Okay, so if we go into the recordings here, and then come into our menu. So I'll go up here to my recordings library and select that. Okay, so as you can see, there's delete all, that option at the top, but if you want to just delete one of them, you just click on that particular recording, or you can start playing it if you want to, and then pause it. Hold in this volume button, and then it will give you the option to delete, which I'll go ahead and do that. And then, do you want to delete it? Yes. Okay, and then it's deleted, and it's just going to start playing back through. So that's going to be how you delete your items on here. So as you can see, once you get used to the controls, it's pretty simple and easy to use. It's just straightforward for you to go in and play and record things. Now with your plug here, you can plug this into your computer if you wanted to transfer files, and that's also your charger is that USB. So you just plug on an extension to charge it with here. It's got a nice little color screen, good sound on it, and it records pretty clearly with that dual mic and the dual recording stereo noise reduction that's on there. So nice 8 gigs of memory. The settings takes a little bit of time, so you can see that it powered off there. So if I just put that, it'll come right back on. And then you've got that nice soft power off and hard power off. So I'll go ahead and turn off my device. Just wait 1, 2, 3, and then it will tell you bye. And then you can switch off here. So that's been your closer look at this recording device, and hopefully that's been helpful to see the different settings that are offered and how it is to navigate through this.